We have a Toyota Tacoma 010 that we're going to be lifting with a performance off-road suspension. It's going to allow for larger tires and a much better handling on-road and off-road performance ride. We've got our Tacoma apart. We removed the upper control arm, the coilover. We've removed the sway bar from the spindle. We've removed the tie rod from the spindle. We've also lowered down the sway bar. We've also removed the front skid plate, which makes it easier for the alignment, which will be done later on. So this is the kit we're going to be installing on this Toyota Tacoma. We've got an Icon front suspension, Total Chaos upper control arm, Icon rear shocks, and Adeleys. This is some sway bar extensions. We need to lower the sway bar slightly in the front. We've also got your replacement front shocks. These are not a strut, they are a shock absorber, but they are coilover. We'll be able to adjust your suspension to the ride height that you desire. For this four-door, we're going to be adding an additional 1/8 inch of preload on the Icon shocks from the factory setting, and an additional 1/8 inch on the driver's side to get rid of the Toyota lean. With this kit we're installing today, this is more of a performance suspension than it is a lift kit. So you should get a much better off-road ride. We've also got front differential drop spacers. These will drop down the front differential on your four-wheel drives. That allows you to relax the angle of the axles so we don't tear up your CV boots. Right here we've got the upper control arms by Total Chaos. We're using a chromoly uniball. We've got spacers for misalignment so we can allow us a little bit more droop. We've also got your adapter bolts that will allow these to bolt directly to the factory front spindle. We've also got urethane bushings for your pivots. We're going to go away from the rubber ones, go to a urethane. These are grooved for the grease to fit in there, specifically designed for Total Chaos, and chromoly spacers. What we've got here on this truck is we're going to do an add-a-leaf system, specifically designed for the Toyotas. It's going to be 3 leaves bolted into the factory leaf pack, so we don't need to replace your main leaf. Also got a really nice heavy bolt-on clamp system, not these little cheesy little fold-over ones. Since the leaf pack's going to get taller, we're going to put on longer U-bolts. The rear shocks are going to be put on Icon's 2.0 remote reservoir OE replacement. You should bolt directly in. And for the remote reservoir, we have to install a small little mount. This will hold the reservoir in place on the frame. Here in the rear, we got our leaf pack in place. We got our shocks in place. We've got some things clearanced, cut away that we don't need any longer. U-bolts are all torqued. We got our Toyota all buttoned up. We got our shocks in place, upper control arms, sway bars relocated, and our diff drop spacers are all in place. Everything's all properly torqued, set in place. Next thing is just to get this thing on the ground and get it aligned. We got our Toyota Tacoma all done. As you can see, we got quite a bit more height out of it. This thing's ready to hit the dirt. We've got our big 2.5 shocks on there, upper control arms, and increased spring rates. And increasing the spring rate in the rear enables the vehicle not to bottom out so much and so harsh in the rear, which allows the thing to kick. And you'll also be able to, when you're going out camping or hauling more gear, if you're chasing in Mexico or what have you, you'll be able to hold more load capacity. We've also made the front suspension completely adjustable. If the customer's not happy with this ride height, we'll be able to either raise it or lower it. Should handle real good off-road.